Hi everybody, Mark with the North Florida Bicycle Club again, and if you have been on one of our club rides, you have likely heard the term keep feet, not inches. In fact, you've probably heard it a lot because that's something we say in every ride briefing before every single ride. But despite the fact that we've been saying keep feet, not inches for many, many years, it is, as I record this, the number 2 cause of an accident on one of our rides is crossing wheels, which is why we say keep feet, not inches. Crossing wheels, if this is the wheel of the bike, say in the front, and your bike comes in from the back and they're overlapped a little bit, not necessarily touching, you can kind of get away with that. What happens is when those wheels touch, the person in the back is usually going to go down, the person in the front is going to be okay. So we say keep feet, not inches. Feet is the plural of foot. So I'm going to guess I'm showing about a foot. That's not feet. Feet kind of goes off my screen. You should have at least 2 feet or 3 feet. Yes, you're not right on the wheel. Yes, you might lose a teeny little bit benefit of the draft, but it's a much safer position for you to be in because we want feet between the wheels, not between the bodies. And I think sometimes people look at the rider in front of them and say, well, I'm several feet in front of Mark. I want the front of my wheel to be feet between myself and the wheel that is in front of me. So why do we want you to do that? Well, you have better visibility and a better chance of an out. And what I mean by that is when you have a little bit more distance, if there's some debris, if there's something coming up that maybe you didn't hear get called out, that doesn't get called out, there's a better chance you'll see it. You also have a better chance of an out. If something happens that the person in front of you needs to make a sudden adjustment, they didn't see debris and they get off to the side, they stop suddenly, whatever, you've got a little bit more time to react, a little bit more opportunity to get around them and avoid having that accident. So there's all kinds of reasons why we get people crossing wheels, because I don't think people are trying to do that. It just tends to happen. Yo-yoing in the paceline is a big one, but that's something that you might not necessarily be able to control. So I want to talk about a couple of things that you can do to make sure that you're not kind of at fault for the crossing of the wheel. One, make sure you're not hanging on. And what I mean by that is if the pace is a little bit too fast for you, the tendency is to get right on somebody's wheel because you're afraid you're going to get dropped. If that's the case, you should get to another group. If you can't get to another group, get to the back of the line and still try and say back. Don't hang on to that wheel. And then maybe you're in the wrong gear. If you're in one of these rides where it's pedal, 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 coast, pedal, 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 coast, you generally tend to get up to front, then you coast, you get back, get up to front. So maybe try shifting into another gear. But at the end of the day, keep feet, not inches.